Hey, Fiance freaks, I'm Sam.
I'm Emily, and this is 90 Day Fiance Freaks.
This or that, Emily. Football and beer at the bar or hot tea and yoga in your living room.
Hello? Hot tea and yoga? Is there even a question there, Sammy?
I mean, for us, no. But it is a pretty telling question, personality-wise.
It really is, and it tells us a lot about Shay and Annabelle, who are in a committed, serious relationship and have this major difference.
For 4 years. They've been together for way longer than I would like to believe.
Such a long time, and they've met in person multiple times. He's been to the Philippines, right?
Yeah, I think so, right?
That's a long time that they've been long distance.
Yeah, it's got to be such an adjustment that he can't go out and have drinks and watch football with his buddies.
Right. I love how he approached it. So she comes home from the salon. She got her nails done. He apologizes. He gets the acceptance for his apology that he's been looking for. You know, Annabelle still needs answers about Nikki. But he's like, well, I think we're on good enough terms. And tonight there's a football game and some buddies drinking beer.
No, he did not. Did he even apologize? Maybe he did, but he just needed to make sure she was feeling good before he asked about the football and beer. He goes, so are you feeling better after the day? How we feeling? He's like checking the temperature. She says, oh yeah, I'm feeling better. I forgive you. I believe Angie. We'll see about Nikki, but for now. And then, yeah, we're going to go have beer. The hell you are, Shay.
I love that because in one of the interviews right before that, Annabelle must have said at least 5 times, I'm the boss. And Shay just kept agreeing. Yep, that's right. That's
yes,
right.
You are.
I'm the boss. Yep,
yes, you
that's
are.
right. Yep. I am the boss. She just kept saying it over and over. And then they played that scene where she's like, you're not going to the bar. We're drinking hot herbal tea. Sit your ass on the ground. We're doing yoga.
Good for her. You know, I'm an advocate of ground sitting. It seemed like Shay has not ground sat in a while, and I advocate it. Needs a little time with Thomas at the dining room table, if you ask me.
Right. She said she needs him to do yoga so that he can lose weight for better sex with me every day.
Oh, but no, he doesn't have sex like that because of his weight, Emily. It's just because that's the way he likes it.
Bullshit.
Do better, man. Do better. Come on.
Right.
That sounds like a selfish lover to me.
I know, right? I hear that. I loved what she said too. You think this is hard? Wait till I teach you Zumba.
I love me some Zumba. And Annabelle as a Zumba teacher, sign me up.
I would love to go to her Zumba class.
That was my first thought. I was like, fuck Shay, teach me some Zumba.
Hell yeah.
But he's trying to chat his way through this excruciating experience. She's pulling on his arms. He's really not having a great time. She tells him flat out, which might put her in the running for the one-liner award. Shut up and meditate.
That is so her personality. It's so telling.
It's golden. It will be on a t-shirt. And it reminded me of, because I just saw Anna Lynn from Javon and Anna Lynn. She was wearing a t-shirt of our favorite line from her, which said, if you're American, get some therapy.
I think I saw that too on her page, and I was so happy that she made that t-shirt.
Right?
We loved that line. That was one of our favorites.
It was one of our favorites. It was a takeaway. I live by it. So I need like a Filipina fiance t-shirt line of all of these great dynamic Filipina ladies telling Americans get some therapy, shut up and meditate. I mean, yes, right?
That's a fucking great idea. I'm here for it.
Thank you. We're doing it. Diabolical, though. I am telling you. Diabolical, again, as Annalyn making half the bed. Annabelle leaves his ass on the floor, Emily. That was my favorite part. She just walks out of the room. She straight up gets up, walks out of the room. And he's like, you're not gonna, hey, he's like trying to get up. He does.
And this was not lost on the filming crew. The way that they went back and forth from the shot of him trying to get his ass off the ground to her just strolling down the hallway, back to Shay still on the ground, back to Annabelle strolling all the way through the bedroom door.
I mean, like zoom into the bedroom door.
Just like she did not turn around and help him. In case anyone was wondering, they did not leave that question for us. She did not go back.
So purposeful. She left his ass there so purposefully.
It was so interesting to see Edward interacting with Marissa's parents. Not for the first time. We found out that he has already met them, but for the first time in the U.S.
I'm sorry, where was her mother, though? Because that woman was her sister. What?
She looked amazing.
I was truly confused. The only thing at all older about her than Marissa was her voice. Threw me for a loop, I'm telling you. Who was Bob again?
Bob, is that her dad?
I think that might have been her dad. Because there was a dad, there was an uncle, there was a cousin's husband, I think. But Bob was not pleased that someone joked about him being Dominican.
I think it was Edward who made that joke.
Yeah.
Because Edward was asking, is everyone Italian? Oh, you're Italian, you're Italian. And they were like, well, everyone but Bob, which makes sense because it must be Marissa's mom's side who brings that Italian into the family. So yeah, they're all Italian except Bob, who she married. And Edward's like, oh, Bob's Dominican.
I thought that was hilarious.
Bob wasn't happy. I thought it was cute. Bob didn't like that.
Bob side-eyed the camera so hard. Bob was like, ain't no way I'm Dominican.
What was that hate about? Why?
Listen, I don't know, Bob. You'd be lucky to be Dominican.
Well, I got the feeling that Marissa is really close to her family because when her parents walked into the door, she said, oh, hi, Mom. I've missed you. I haven't seen you in a couple days.
Yeah.
That was my first clue. My next clue is that we know that her parents went with her to the DR because they've met Edward.
Right. Okay, that's right. Yeah, I didn't really...
So that's a pretty close family.
It is close. And you know what was really weird to me? It really actually kind of fucked with my mind was just to see Marissa in a more submissive role. Like to see her as the kid, whereas she's always saying how, oh, now she has a third child in Edward. And now, you know, she's such a boss bitch. And so now to see her, you know, kind of underneath her parents, so to speak, that was wild. It was a whole different side of her.
That is such a good point, and I didn't really put my finger on it until you said that, because I also think that she took on that role with Edward in this segment more so than she has previously. Maybe being in that position around her parents, it also happened with Edward, but maybe it was just because of what Edward said when her mom asked, what do you love about Marissa? And Edward said, I love that she respects me and that she's loyal.
And doesn't lie. Mm-hmm. What an asshole, Emily. He likes to be respected and have a loyal person that doesn't lie. What a turd. Like,
wait, okay, so you think this was a good answer?
I think it was a great answer. Like, what do you want?
Okay.
You want someone who's disrespectful and not loyal and dishonest? Like, they're generic, if that's what our problem is. They're not real specific to Marissa, but they're really good qualities.
Yeah, I think that's the point, is that it wasn't specific enough to Marissa and that it is too macho, is what she's saying. It's doing exactly what you're talking about. It's describing Marissa in terms of how she interacts with Edward, not inherent qualities that he loves about her. Okay. So it's putting him in the macho male power position and her in a more submissive position. And so I think in the interviews when Marissa said, that's not really what I would have said, she was hinting at that it wasn't inherent qualities about her. It was like, she's respectful to me. She's loyal to me because I'm the man and she's...
Sure. Okay. No, I see that.
Marissa's mom's composure and the way that she approached that conversation was really cool. She was really confident and pointed with her questions. I think it was just maybe her bluntness, how she just was straightforward to the point.
See, it didn't come off as cold to you or purposefully aloof?
I didn't see that. I could see how other people could see that. I saw it as like confident and self-possessed and just older and mature and not dealing with bullshit anymore.
Oh, okay. I just thought it was giving more conceited arrogance. But you know what I love that she said? She said, I don't know you enough to not like you. And what I do know of you, I do like.
Yes, exactly. It's fucking true with these fiancés who met on vacation and have only ever had a relationship in the tropics, as she said, in hotels where everything's done for you. It's fucking true. Like, she's hitting the nail on the head, but she's not being bitchy about it. She's just saying it as it is, but she's also not stuttering in her words or saying, I hope this doesn't hurt you, or I'm not trying to be this or that. She's just, this is what it is, and I'm saying it like it is.
Very matter of fact. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
The other thing that really got me, what her line was, there are a lot of red flags, and unless you are oblivious, you see them.
That's kind of the thing about red flags. Why can't Mito find a flight though?
Like Expedia, Kiwi, Google Flights.
Kayak. It's always kayak.
Kayak.
Why are there not flights from New Orleans to Egypt? Or
I mean, there are. I don't know. Yeah.
I just call bullshit is what I'm saying. Well, go the fuck home, dude. Maybe they don't have those fuzzy robes in Egypt. Did you see that robe that he was wearing in the bed?
At Debbie's house?
Yeah. It was white and
That's a nice
fuzzy.
robe.
I mean, he looked comfy as hell.
It looked way comfy. Astra and Laura are fucking pissed off.
They absolutely are. But Laura wasn't there, right? It was just Astra and Debbie at lunch.
That's true. After the haunted house, they were pissed.
Yeah, of course. But Astra's still worked up, and Debbie has to tell her to like calm down at lunch, even though she wasn't that riled. She was just talking.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought she was pretty riled. We're
did?
disagreeing tonight, Sammy.
Okay.
This is a real convince me conversation. I thought Astra was pretty riled up, and I understood Debbie saying that, and it just made me respect Debbie, because you can worry about her putting up with bullshit or getting walked all over, but the fact that she said that to her friend and just kind of called it out, like, this is making me a little uncomfortable, like, you're getting a little too much, you're going too hard on him right now, reel it back in, Astra. I love that.
Okay, I hear that. No, I do.
You know, it's kind of like you and me.
What?
Just like having a friendship where
Yes.
one person can fucking say it all and just lay it all out there on the line, and the other person will listen and be empathetic, but also be like, reel it in, girl, reel it in.
Amen. Yes. But the thing is, the night before she was screaming, that's not how it, screaming at someone in a parking lot. And now she's sitting calmly at lunch, twirling her hair around her finger. She's not riled. She's fine.
I see. So by comparison, we saw riled.
We saw riled Astra, and it could have even gotten, escalated more, I feel like, from there. But no, I hear what you're saying, though. At least, yeah, Debbie, you're right. She was going too hard on Mito. Is Debbie going to give him another chance? Is this happening? What's happening in reality? Stop.
Yeah, she is. Yes, she is, Sammy.
Why would she do that? Because he can't find a flight? Who's paying for the flight? That's always my question.
That's why he can't find a flight. He can't find money for a flight.
Okay, so she doesn't want to pay for him to go home to get the fuck out of her beautiful apartment?
Oh, but we did find out that Mito completely denies that he fucked the slut in Egypt.
Did he deny it? Or...
Yes.
Okay,
he said, right. I cannot believe Debbie questioned me in that way just because she saw a pic online. That's it.
None of that says he didn't have sex with that slut.
It implies it.
It implies it. He's an actor. He knows which words to choose. I don't.
Oh, do you know what else Astra said that really struck a chord with me? She said, it seems like he's just acting this whole time.
Yeah. We've all been saying it. I felt bad seeing Debbie really triggered about her past marriage, though.
That's right. And that was some real insight into Debbie's past as well. Okay, so Astra also said, saying shut your mouth to a woman is not acceptable no matter what the culture is.
Right. Yep. I don't like it to anybody, though, to be honest. Just that's not a nice thing to say.
Right. So there's a lot of focus on saying that to a woman.
Yeah. No, and in a parking lot while dressed as the last pharaoh. It's just not a good look, Mito. Just don't do it.
But right, like you said, in a relationship in general, maybe that's just not okay, whether you say it to a man or a woman.
Or to your friends, or to, anybody. Like, shut your mouth. It's just not. I tell my toddlers not to say it. And Astra does call him a toddler. She says toddler-esque behavior, which we have called him out for before, too.
But Astro does really ask all the hard questions. Do you feel like he's using you to get famous? Do you feel like Mito really loves you?
It seemed like Debbie was honest. She says, in this moment, I don't know. Where's this going to go? Are they going to talk to each other? I guess I don't see a path forward either way.
Right? I mean, I think it's going to blow over. I think they're still in the heat of the moment. It's just literally the very next day. I think they still have 60 days to get married. I think a day or two will go by. They'll get some time and space between them.
Okay.
And the incident, and they'll find a way to reconcile.
Well, but she says he's going to have to apologize to everybody for her to forgive him.
Oh my gosh. All right. Prediction time. Is Mito apologizing to Astra, Laura, their significant others, to Debbie? Is he doing that?
Performatively, yes.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's something. And I mean, I guess performatively is enough for Debbie. It has been so far in their relationship.
It has been so far. Oh, Emily. Oh, God.
Josh got some furniture. He got a desk and chair. I think the chair was from Katie's friend.
Finally, her friend coming through with that free furniture we've been waiting on.
So they at least had a chair, but they did not have any other furniture.
And Katie's like, slow your roll, dude. This is all moving so fast. We have a chair and a desk. I'm getting nervous. What she's just so not ready for this, Emily. She's just not ready.
I know. And she says that. She says setting up a house is outside of her comfort zone. Living with somebody is outside of her comfort zone. Yeah, all the signs are pointing to that she's just not ready.
So she literally told him last week, I'm not the one who wanted to do the immigration process and have you come live here. And then this week she says, I don't like living with people. So what? I just don't understand it.
The conversation they have as they're setting up the apartment is also really heavy because Katie is expressing those concerns and Josh is expressing concerns about being an immigrant in the U.S. and how that is a really fragile position to be in.
God, I loved that. I loved that. I just thought it was... Here's the thing. I thought it was something only someone from certain countries could point out. Like, I think that some of these fiancés aren't going to have that conversation, even though they feel like that. But Josh being from the UK, feels a little bit safer to point that out. And I think that's fucking great that he did.
That's exactly right. And Katie's reaction to him? Not cool.
She's so dismissive, Emily. She's so dismissive. What? Dismiss him all the way.
Right. Just let him go. And he said that too. He hinted at that not just hinted at that. He said it, that in their past, not right now, but in their past, he said, if you're not ready for this, if you're not serious about this, if this isn't what you want, just say it and let me go.
Mm-hmm. But she doesn't, apparently. He says, I think we're in the better place today than we have in the last couple days. She goes, I think we're in a worse place.
Right.
Oh, he's trying, girl. He's trying.
Okay, so at the birthday party, we meet Ryan.
The way that Josh reacted to the fact that they were going to have this party at all before he even knew Ryan was coming, Emily. He's setting up his desk and she says something about her birthday. Oh, we're going to go out to the bar and have some drinks with friends. And he goes, nice. Well, I'm pumped. Like, he's just not excited to begin with. Then she tells him, but she's invited Ryan. He's afraid she's pregnant for a split second. That was a fun ride.
Okay, afraid or excited?
I mean, again, it was like such a crazy 2.2-second ride of he asked, he's excited. She's like, yes, I am. No, I'm not. And Ryan.
I think he wanted it.
Oh, see, again, they're just in such different places.
They're on different pages. Yeah. So we learned a lot about who Ryan is in Katie's life. They met when Katie was living in Europe for a year, and they went on a Euro road trip together, and she convinced him to run the Berlin Marathon.
No, she peer pressured him into it, he says.
That's right.
But wait. I wanted to touch on this because speaking of her living in Europe for a year, when he brings up the fact that it is hard for him to have moved here and da-da-da-da, she says, well, I moved to England for a year and it wasn't hard. Again, with the dismissing, like, that was such a different situation.
Yes, it is totally different. And the fact that she was trying to make the two equal definitely really bothered me. And Josh really pointed that out articulately.
Okay.
He said, you were on vacation. You were living out of a suitcase. You were traveling. That is completely different than immigrating to the United States. He can't leave for a year.
Right.
He can't work for an entire year. That is so much different.
And it was of her own volition. You're choosing to live in this other country. And I know he's choosing to be with her, but when you're in a cross-continental relationship, there is some sort of non-choice to it, right? Somebody's got to move somewhere. So it's not completely his choice to uproot his entire life and come here. Anyway, back to the party. That really bothered me that she tried to equate those two things. It just shows me that she just doesn't get it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what she does get is Ryan. She's got a crush on him, Emily.
Oh my gosh, Sammy, it's more than a crush. Do you want my prediction?
Yes,
Here's
I
my
do.
prediction.
Lay it on me.
Remember the preview from the very beginning of the season? Katie wants an open marriage.
Oh, it's with Ryan.
She wants an open marriage with Ryan.
Why? Okay. The way she was...
Right, the way that it's building up, the cliffhanger at the very end of the episode.
But then why does she even want to be with Josh? Why open marriage? Why not just not marriage?
Because, Sammy, Josh sees it. She wants to have her cake and eat it too. He literally said that. She wants the stability, the comfort, all of the wonderful things that come from long-term committed relationships, but she also wants to party and have a good time and have that thrill.
Yeah, okay. All right. It just seems cruel. It just seems cruel at a certain point.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not if you have a partner who's into that.
Well, of course.
Go on Seeking Sister Wives, Katie.
Ooh.
Like, go be a sister wife to somebody, like, if that's what you want. Or just, like, there are many different types of polyamorous relationships that, I don't know, are fine. And I do know because I watch the shows. And they're fascinating. So, like, do that, but don't fall in love with a person who wants a monogamous relationship and try to make it that.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
This did happen on Seeking Sister Wives. I mean, and I feel like it's common too, where like one person wants that and the other one doesn't. And it's so fucking obvious on that show because you can just tell when the husband is just, in this case, it was a husband and a wife. And like you could, like she wanted to have a female partner. She was bisexual. And the husband was just like trying so hard to be okay with it, and he was just not fucking okay with it.
Not okay with it. Well, Josh is not trying hard to be okay with it. Although, listen, he is too passive about it. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to tell him to be more aggressive. I just think that she thinks he's gonna let it slide every time. And he says, I didn't sign up for this. Didn't you?
Right. When he said that, I thought you literally signed up for this. Like, you got engaged, you proposed to Katie.
Right.
And like, obviously all these issues with Ryan were already happening.
Yeah.
Because that was the other thing too, the way it was phrased when she was explaining the whole relationship with Ryan. I kept wondering, were they together at this time or were they not? Yes, they were together when all this happened.
And apparently Josh sent him a mean text, although can we just imagine what like a kind, polite, mean text from Josh would be? It would just be like,
can I please see a screenshot of that text? Like, I really need to see some receipts of that text. Like, that's juicy. Put that out there for us.
Yes.
Please.
Right?
We want to see that text conversation between Ryan and Josh.
I hope Josh called him some mean English names, whatever they are.
Whatever those are.
But we know he didn't. We know he was a class act.
He did say one of his best lines in this segment, though. He said he described Ryan as some fuckboy from the Midwest who decided to turn up.
Ooh. And isn't he though?
Yeah, I was proud of Josh when he said that. I was like, yeah, say it.
Call it out. That's what I'm saying. I think Katie wants him to tell her, knock it off. Do not do that ever again. And she wants him to be jealous. We saw that in the first party, right?
No, I'm sorry. No, I don't think so.
Really? Because she said, aren't you jealous, or wouldn't you be jealous, or something like that. That made me think she wants him to be upset by this.
Yeah, that's true. She was very, very drunk when she said that at the bar. And you're right. I think maybe that's when we said a drunk man's words are a sober man's thoughts. But I don't know. I'm leaning more toward thinking that she just wants an open relationship.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that too. Because next week, she's hanging on Ryan. Like begging him to make out in front of Josh. I cannot. I would lose my shit. It's just so disrespectful.
It is. And I was pretty interested by the insight we got into what draws people to Katie, okay? Katie is some sort of an attractive force. Like, she really, truly is. In all these scenes, she has a lot of friends always around. I mean, they're all guys.
Yeah, where was her bestie this episode?
Oh, yeah, that's right. The bestie.
She's such
Where
a
was
cutie.
she?
Yeah,
she's cute.
There.
Maybe we'll see her next week. Even Ryan says that she's his whirlwind friend. She creates situations and experiences that wouldn't have happened otherwise, and that's why they love her.
There's just so much like tornado vibes from like Josh calling her the Tasmanian devil. Now Ryan's calling her whirlwind. I'm just getting a lot of like swirling air vibes from Katie.
And fast running marathons.
Yes,
right?
yes, precisely.
And disciplined in that sense, running marathons.
That's what I'm saying. That seems like such a calm, measured. I guess maybe that's kind of a meditative thing for her.
Right. She's really just like everyone, a complex person with a variety of different things going on.
Oh, who would have thought? Like Josh says, she's got a good heart. She's unpredictable.
Yes, she is.
Oof, I'm afraid my tune be a changing about the perfume situation. I'm upset about it. I am. I'm upset about it. Thomas is a little bitch, dude.
Oh.
He's in the car still whining about his nose running. We get it. You super glued it. She's not going to wear it anymore. But he's like, my nose is running. My tongue is tingling. You're fine. Blow your nose, roll down the window. It's totally fine.
This is another situation where I did notice their age too. I thought about the fact that they're 10 years apart. He's 31, she's 41. I don't know. started to see that a little bit this week.
Okay. I guess I didn't realize that she was that much older than him. But what I also didn't realize that she pointed out this week, other people around them often wear perfume and it's no big deal.
This is still truly a mystery to me because I felt like we did get the more clarity that we were asking for, in so much as Thomas told us, yeah, he's allergic to it. He has all of these physical reactions to it. And he didn't mention an EpiPen.
Oh, see?
So we know it's not that severe, okay? So it's not that, right. And that is what we said last week. We said, if it's not a fucking EpiPen, relax about the perfume. But you said that it's awful.
Yes. You needed an EpiPen. I needed to step out of the room because I also don't enjoy perfume, but I'm not, sitting there sniffling like,
So you think he's faking it? See, so that's where, I don't know. I think that he does have an allergy. It does fucking bother him worse than, say, me. It's not just a preference thing. Like you and me, it's a preference thing. We fucking hate it. But no, my eyes don't itch. I don't puff up. My throat doesn't hurt. I don't get itchy everywhere. I believe Thomas does. But it's not so bad that he needs an EpiPen. Like, I believe him. I don't think he's lying.
No, I don't think he's lying. I think he's milking it. And I think, like, we got it. I'm sorry. I still don't understand why he super glued the bottle. That was just, he's like, that was the best option that I had in the moment. No, it wasn't. Literally throw it in the trash. Like, what's the difference?
But then you have to take the trash out.
What? I didn't mean dump it in the trash. Like, throw the whole bottle in the trash.
No, I know, but he has an allergy, so he can still smell it in the trash. We're flip-flopping this week, Sammy. We've, traded.
At odds, we are. No, I just needed him to calm down a little bit. We talked about Kara milking her cry face in Last Resort. Do we think Thomas was milking the little hike tears?
Aww. Ooh, that's a really good question. Were his tears genuine? I don't know. That's a hard one.
I'm saying they weren't genuine. It was an emotional moment. It's been a hard 2 days, but he might be playing things up a little bit.
Yeah, it could be, but also the age thing. I just think he's not as mature as her. And she does say Thomas is very sensitive. I loved the way they each described that.
Yeah.
She said, "You're very sensitive." And he said, "I'm an emotional wreck."
Yep. They did say emotional wreck. And he said, yeah, I'm sensitive. That's an accurate description. They get it. They get that and I love that. I love the emotional side. I, again, just think that he could reel it in a little just because it's, the first couple days, like, everything's fine. We're good. We're fine. We're happy to be here. We're hiking.
It's exactly like what Paula said. They need to find a middle way to meet.
And that's what we've been saying about how opposites can attract and coexist peacefully, is you have to find that middle ground. And that's what she's saying, is we have to find that middle way to meet. Yep, exactly.
And he doesn't immediately agree with her. What the fuck?
What the fuck, Emily? That's what I'm saying.
Did you think he should have just, she was almost trying to convince him that we need to find a middle way?
Yeah, and maybe that's an age thing too. Maybe he feels like he has to compensate for being the younger one by being more overpowering in some of these ways. Because he will not get her a dresser. God forbid.
Come on, American fiancés. Get them a table and chairs. Get them a dresser and some hangers.
Here's the rule, all right? Here's the rule that I just made up in my head. Your foreign fiancé deserves at least as, if not more, furniture than they left in their home country.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Yes, I love that. And it's fine if it's secondhand. It's fine if it's used, whatever you can afford, whatever your situation is. But girl needs some hangers. Don't give her that wire and paper shit
from the dry
cleaner.
Really? Oh. And then he gives her a basket and says, put until it's full. I'm not going to give you another one. What?
That was just straight fucked up.
like, fuck all the way off. She's a grown-ass boss bitch. Read her hand, please. Okay?
Right.
She gonna get as many bins as she wants.
Or a dresser, not a bin. She wants a wooden dresser with real drawers.
Well, first she wants a teeny tiny dresser.
That's right.
So that she can manifest a normal dresser. Girl, just get a normal dresser to begin with.
I know, just get the normal dresser. But Sammy, when she said that she's doing all the work.
Manifesting. She's doing all of manifestation work. Okay. Are we going to talk about this tourmaline? Are we going to talk about this $200 tourmaline?
Oh, we better. We better talk about it.
It's going to take $250 of rock to cleanse Thomas's bad energy, Emily.
Yes.
I would like to know how big a rock I'm going to need to cleanse my energy. I actually do. I do have some tourmaline here, but it is quite teeny tiny, and I don't think it's going to do jack shit for us.
What's tourmaline, Sammy? Dare I ask?
Here's my collection there. It's a gemstone. It's a gemstone, which she explains. It's like a deep black, dark rock. She explains that, yeah, it just cleanses bad energy. So she puts it on her bedside table, and she literally tells him, because he says, this is a waste of money.
It is.
And she says, lose teeth, mess with my rock. Oh, she's gonna knock his teeth out if he tries to mess with her rock, with the rock. She also tells him, try to be a magical being just one time. Yes, this is the energy we're talking about. Yes, Thomas.
That was so hilarious. Oh my gosh.
That also needs to be on a shirt. Try to be a magical being just one time.
And on the back it says, newsflash, we got plenty of rocks here.
He's not wrong. They are not the same, Thomas. They will not cleanse your bad energy. How about her description of how much she has improved him as a person? Because when they met, you was dry like a grape. And then, I think she meant raisin. And then she just like pruned her whole body up and tried to like show that he was like a withered, dehydrated, malnourished little guy when they met.
Right, because all he ate was rice, bananas, and meat.
Mm-hmm. Check. Yep, that's all he needs. He is lucky. She is improving his life one gemstone at a time.
Well, I don't know. I don't think that black tourmaline's gonna solve their financial issues or much of anything else.
He gives her a $25,000 credit card, but he's concerned with how she's gonna use it.
You know, I thought it was really great that he gave her that credit card because he wants her to have the independence and the freedom to do what she needs to do to live in the US. And he's so right. You can't exist here without one. But I completely understand his concerns because she said, every time I need money, it just somehow appears in my life.
And that's on manifestation. Exactly. Precisely. I mean, if
no,
you think
Sammy,
about it,
no, it's fucking ridiculous.
no, listen, the universe will provide.
And so I'm definitely way more on the side of Thomas. Like, you have to plan, you have to budget, you have to save. And Paula is way more just like, why would I want to have money in savings? I'm going to die one day.
And she is. But I also think that's a little bit, again, him maybe trying to assert his, I don't know, dominance. I don't know if that's the word for it, but she ran a business in Brazil. You can't tell me she was that financially irresponsible. I just think she makes different choices than him on what to spend her money on.
Yeah.
And he doesn't think those are valid. You know, I mean, if she's making enough money to spend $250 on a rock,
A fucking rock.
because again, she owns her own business, then that's her choice. I do get though that he is sponsoring her in the States and she cannot work. So that adds a whole different dimension to it.
Mallory and Receipt wake up and all of the dogs are in the bed with them. Every single one of them.
Not only that, but Rashid cuddled with Opal, the corgi. Oh my God.
He's like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Mallory says, I saw you. I literally saw you. What a delight. And what also is a delight is just a corgi named Opal. I love that. Wow,
That's
cute.
so cute. Oh my gosh. Their banter is so fucking funny. Their interviews are one of my favorite parts of the entire show because they constantly are making each other giggle. And here's what it is. Mallory says something so fucking hilarious and ridiculous and redneck. And Rashid tries to decipher it and translate it and like build on it with his hilarious English.
It's like a game of language barrier telephone.
Yes.
She says that he got white girl wasted.
Rashid goes, white goat wasted?
White goat wasting.
White goat
I got white goat wasting. And she does not correct him. You got to give her that. She's like, yes, you did.
And that's what makes it so much better because then they just like build off of each other with the hilarity. And it continued with Rashid making breakfast. He was making menamen?
Yeah, some sort of Turkish hangover remedy, hangover breakfast.
Yes. And Mallory says, my butthole is going to be hating me.
Yeah, and then Rashid said, no, it's good. When you eat hot food, your butthole is on fire. That's not good, buddy. That's not what's good about it.
He says later, your butthole hot, cry, pain. Again, they're like feeding off of each other with Mallory just being so fucking hilarious and just brash.
Yes, it's so good.
I love that.
I also loved Rashid flat out mocking Brandy. Did you see the way he was impersonating him? Whoa.
Oh, yeah. And he's now alternating between Brandy and Brandon.
Mm-hmm. No, we shall not. I did not like, though. Honestly, I did feel like that breakfast took a turn because at one point he tells her, change your face. I don't want to see your face.
Well, and she says, turn your back.
Right?
And she does not back down. He says, I don't want to see your face. She says, turn your back, and just deadpan stares at him.
Girl does not blink.
Exactly.
I applauded her.
That's what I'm saying about Mallory. And I think that Rashid being so open about Brandon and Brandy and like making fun and making jokes about it, I feel like Mallory's personality brings that out in Rashid. And like gives him the space and the place to be silly and goofy and kind of like mocking and go over the top.
Yeah, I agree. I love that for them and for us.
It's so fun to see like that American personality pull that out of the personality of someone from a different culture.
Yeah, it is. You're right. It is. But okay, this really made me think about. We have two conversations here about being friends with exes. Okay, we have Katie and Josh, who Katie wants Ryan to be in their life in whatever capacity. We don't know yet.
But okay, I just need to stop you, Sammy, because that is not being friends with an ex.
Okay.
That's being friends with someone who you cheated on your boyfriend with.
Oh, in front of him, though.
Twice, and then twice not in front. And who the hell knows what happened on that road trip?
The hell knows. We all know. Emily.
Stop. I don't want it. I don't like that.
But you're proving my point, which was going to be that, Mallory has such a better argument for why Brandon needs to be in their life. Oh, excuse me, Brandy. And because she says not only has he been there for her in a really hard time, it was strictly dickly. She was not with Rashid. He was there for her in this tragic car accident, took care of her dogs. So he has proven to be like an actual tried and true friend. And he is the bestie of, I got a little confused here, but he's the best friend of her best friend's boyfriend or something like that. So they have to hang out. She can't just cut him out. Whereas Katie could just cut Ryan out. There's nothing at stake there. There's no other friends involved that we know of. It didn't seem.
Why the fuck was Ryan even there? Did he fly from the Midwest to see her? I don't know. I really don't know.
Portland? She said something about, he said he was going to be in town. So I said, come to my birthday. I call bullshit. I think she was like, come to my birthday. It's in this town. Be there.
And he flew out there.
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
So yeah, I think Mallory has a point that she cannot cut things off with Brandy as easily as, say, Katie could with Ryan. And Rashid shouldn't expect as much.
That is totally valid and legit. I completely agree with that. The only thing I don't agree with is that fucking Ryan should already be long gone.
I agree. And Josh asks her. He says, "Why do you want him in your life?" Or maybe as a producer, someone asks her. She says, "Well, he's fun." Okay. A lot of people are fun.
Girl.
A lot of fun people out there. Ones you have not made out with.
But yeah, Mallory had amazing good points about needing to have Brandy in her life. He can't just disappear. He's way too interconnected and intertwined with her entire life and her friend group.
But technically, he could not call her directly, which is, I'm afraid, what it's gonna come to. I really don't know. I really don't know, because that's what Rashid said. Don't call her. Don't text her. You go through me. And it's like, oof. But he didn't say we can't all hang out in a group. I guess I don't know.
And that's the thing, right? To just, again, find that middle ground, just like Paula's talking about. He's going to have to be in their life to some extent. But Mallory, what she can do is bend and change the way that she interacts with him to be more respectful and understanding of Rashid's discomfort with the situation.
Ooh, okay. Yep.
I think.
That's the one. That one. We'll take one of those. Yeah.
Meet in the middle. Paula, she's wise.
Manifestation goddess. Comfortable, cute, conservative. All in this heat. That's what Aisha needs to be. And it's a tall order.
That's a tall order for her. Not only that, she needs to be sexy and gorgeous when it's just her and Maxwell, and then suddenly switch and cover up and conservative when the parents are around.
Exactly. It's a hard line to toe.
What I'm hearing is a lot of instructions and directions and opinions on how she needs to look and what she needs to do.
Oh, a little taste of her own medicine, maybe?
That's right.
Normally, we would be, like, back off. But I'm like, if you're going to literally criticize the skin on his face, then you can put a sweater on.
Yes, if you're going to give it, you have to be able to take it too. I think that's just the dynamic of their relationship. They control each other. Aisha loves to try to control how Maxwell looks and change things about that. More on his actual physical body. Maxwell is more all about her clothes and what she wears in different situations. And it's like, okay, all right. And they're both willing is the thing. Like they're both like, Aisha's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll dress sexy for you and conservative for your parents. And I mean, Maxwell got that chemical peel. We saw the pics.
Indeed, he did. His sister was not pleased.
Oh my gosh, his sister Blaze. We got to talk about Blaze.
She says Aisha's not impressed she's coming to dinner or staying in that beautiful home. This apartment home is swanky that they rented.
It's so gorgeous.
But they're not staying in the same room. Okay?
No, they're not.
And it was another, you can't give it if you can't take it thing, because Maxwell says, well, if I can't come to your room, then you can't be coming to my room at all. We have to meet in the living room.
And she's like, let's talk about something else. Let's change the tone here. She just completely is like, we're not talking about this right now, dude. Let's talk about something else. But Blaze, what do you think of Blaze?
Oh, I loved Blaze.
Right. She's good. Aisha describes her as Maxwell's PI.
Yes. And that's what she's worried. She says she will question to death. Do it. Do it, Blaze. Question to death.
Okay, so the fact that Blaze has seen every single picture on Aisha's Facebook.
As a completionist, that soothes my brain so much. Yes. Go back to 20, whatever date she said, and look at every single picture. Oh, it feels good.
And also, I don't know, not all that strange to me. Your brother's fiance? I mean, especially in such a close-knit family like theirs. I mean, hell yeah. And especially also someone who you have never been able to meet in person. So you're trying to find ways to know who they are.
Rightfully so. And do you know how long it takes to scroll through a bunch of pictures? Not that long. I mean, that sounds like a lot, but you get lost. She's got a kid. She's probably feeding her kid, scrolling on her phone, going through a decade of pictures. It's a few minutes tops. It's fine.
They are serious about Maxwell being the firstborn and extremely important in their family, Sammy.
We value first sons. Don't joke about first sons. My question is, what the fuck about the second and third and other sons?
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, well, what about the other? And daughters? Hello? What about the daughters?
I mean, daughters, Emily. Joke about them all you want. It's just that first son that matters.
In spite of all of that, I loved Maxwell's mom. Was so hilarious. Just again, like her attitude, her tone. I really felt impressed by the older women in this episode. Marissa's mom, Maxwell's mom, just being self-possessed, to the point, blunt. They just seemed really like they weren't fucking around. Like they were saying it like it is. And that happened with Maxwell's mom too.
I love that. I did not connect that or find that theme, but I love that you did, because you're absolutely right. Very composed, not necessarily vindictive or going after them, but yeah, okay. I love that.
And not attacking or anything,
Right.
wanting to find a place where they could accept and love this person. Again, it's a fucking stranger.
Yeah.
Aisha and Edward, these people are such brand new relationship in their children's lives who they love so much, and they're just taking it very seriously. And in a way that's like, I want to get to a point where I love you dearly. It's almost like, let's get over this hump of getting to know each other, and then I will love you like my own. That's the vibe I got.
And then you will know that it is, you won't be on edge about it. You'll know that it's true. You'll know that it's lasting. You'll know that there's nothing hidden around the next corner, no other shoe to drop. Hopefully. Although there's always another shoe on 90 Day.
There always is. Okay, the conversation about kids.
You will have 4 children.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Okay. Blaze asks, how many kids do you want? Aisha says, I'll have 2. Maxwell's mom says, these 2 kids you are talking about is unacceptable. And then the dad chimes in, I think I prefer 4.
Do you, buddy?
Just the way that it was phrased was so fucking funny. And then just like the cultural clash too, just the involvement of the parents and the entire familial unit in those types of life decisions. It's just like, oh, you want 2, I want 4. So you're probably going to have to go with that. That was so funny the way that was phrased. And Aisha's just like, God will tell us.
I do have to say, I was like, yes, coming in clutch with God's will. Yes.
God's will. Coming in clutch. She's got God's will. Yeah. Yeah.
The geese be telling me too, but we'll see.
Her entire demeanor is so calm and just cool, calm, and collected.
But I feel like underneath it's not. It's just like,
yeah, you're right. It's both at once somehow.
Yeah.
As soon as those words came out of my mouth, I was like, wait a second. Remember the blood.
There's some shit boiling under the surface there. Bubbly boiling under that surface. You know exactly what I'm looking forward to next week, Emily.
Oh my gosh. Say it, but I know it.
Bidet it. Say it, bidet it. Oh, the bidet.
The bidet shopping. Of course I fucking know it, Sammy. You love a good bidet.
I love a good bidet, and I will have this fight all day long. Listen.
You don't have to fight me on that. I'm down.
Well, just because Mallory and Rashid apparently are fighting about anal cleanliness, and I'm just saying, like, I'll I'll double down with you, Rashid. Like, ooh, we peep a day in. And why, though, she said it costs $800? No, girl, you don't need an $800 bidet.
Right, that's what I was going to say. $800 is what they're fighting about.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think she's fighting about bidet. I think she's fighting about $800 bidet. Do you remember when Tiger Lily bought okay, what was it? I want to say $10,000, but that seems unbelievable. Was it $10,000 bidet or was it $2,000?
It's Tiger Lily. I'm pretty sure
Right.
it was fucking $10,000, and that's not unbelievable for her.
That fucking toilet. Anyway.
Listen, I wouldn't turn down an $800 or $10,000 bidet if someone gifted it to me, but I'm just saying it doesn't have to.
Give me that. Hell yeah.
People be using water bottles, okay? Like, it's as long as the concept is achieved.
I'm looking forward to seeing what goes down at Katie's birthday party. Truly. I'm pretty invested in my prediction. I really think we're going to see that open marriage proposal come up next week.
I don't know if it'll be next week, but I think it's Ryan. I think you are absolutely right that it is Ryan.
Right?
Oh, God, it's just, I can't look away, but I want to look away.
And maybe it won't be next week. You're right. They might make us wait a little bit longer.
Yeah. They're going to tease that out.
But I am looking forward to that party either way. Okay, Sammy, couple quick questions this week are about Aisha and Maxwell. Are they really in love?
No.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think Aisha wants to get married, and God sent her this man, so she's going to marry him.
Wow.
You don't want to change somebody that much if you love them.
Aw. Yeah, I can see that. Do they have chemistry?
I don't know. Do they have chemistry?
I honestly don't really know either. I want to say yes because of the sexy outfits comment.
True. Okay. And he did turn to her in the car and say, "You look so good," and and she was like, "Do I though?" So maybe they do have chemistry. I'm going to go with yes, they do.
I love that. Is he in it for the visa?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
All right. Who wears the pants?
Aisha.
Oh my God, yes.
Clearly Aisha. Blaze, quite possibly. But
Blaze wears Maxwell's pants.
oh gosh.
Will they get married?
Yeah, I think they will. In Nigeria.
In Nigeria, yes. I can't wait for that. Well, my 90-day takeaway, Sammy, is that foreign fiancés deserve to have some furniture, a dresser, and some hangers that didn't come from a dry cleaner.
You and your high standards, Emily. Why you gotta be so high maintenance? Calm it down. My 90-day takeaway comes from Edward this week. Well, from Marissa as advice to Edward. Just don't pick anybody up. She has to tell the man not to pick her mother up. And in fact, just don't pick anybody up when you meet them.
Just in general, just general rule of thumb, don't pick anyone up.
In America.
In America. That's it, Fiance Freaks. If you liked this episode, be sure to match our freak by subscribing, leaving a review, and following 90-Day Fiance Freaks on social media for more.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.